Texas attorney. The second man out is the one who delivered oral arguments.
Welcome from LA.
Well, I'm in Houston, so I work it. It's not covered. So, any comments about how oral arguments went? Any of the judges' questions surprise you? Or?
Well, let me just start by saying, we're proud to be here today representing a 26-state coalition led by under the leadership of Attorney General Ken Paxton in Texas, and with the strong support of Governor Greg Abbott, former Attorney General, to continue to stop the president's unlawful and unconstitutional executive actions. We obviously know that Judge Hainan found merit in our arguments, obviously found problems with the misrepresentations by the administration. We believe that our arguments were strong today. I'll defer to Scott on the arguments who capably made sound and strong arguments about the impact on the state of Texas and our fellow states in terms of expense, burden of complying with this unlawful and unconstitutional executive action. I'll defer to Scott on any thoughts he has about the case.
What's your name and title?
Chip Roy, the first Assistant Attorney General in the state of Texas.
ROY?
ROY.
This lawsuit is not about the wisdom of any particular immigration policy. This lawsuit is about the separation of powers and the rule of law. The President himself said multiple times he didn't have the authority to take this action. And he said after the fact that he changed the law and expanded his authorities. Those are the precise arguments we made today. We thought the arguments went very well. The panel was very receptive to the arguments on both sides and very engaged as we expected them to be. We look forward to the resolution of this matter. Thank you.
What is your response to the
Scott Keller,
Judge
Texas Solicitor
Higginson's comment that Congress could stop this right now?
Immigration policy is for Congress. It is for Congress, not the executive through unilateral action, and that's exactly what our lawsuit's about.
That's exactly what it's about. This is about the rule of law. This is about the separation of powers, as Scott said. The founders put in place that separation. They did it for a reason. And this president has repeatedly ignored those separation of powers. He's ignored the boundaries on his office. Those boundaries were put in place on purpose. The state of Texas is going to stand up, defend the Constitution, and defend the limits on what the president and the executive office can do.
Anything surprise you guys about what the judges were focused on? And so what specifically?
I thought the judges were very well prepared. They were very engaged, as we expected they would be for a case of this magnitude. This is about a 26-state coalition upholding the rule of law. And the process that the Fifth Circuit accorded today shows that. As Judge Smith said at the very end of the hearing, an hour of argument aside, the executive went more than an hour. They gave me the ability to go over time too. This is all process. And this is how it's supposed to work. The judicial process and the rule of law in our country allow us to come to court and solve these disputes. And it's for the court to resolve the legality of this program. Ultimately, it's for Congress to be able to set immigration policy in our country.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
And the families of illegal aliens killed by illegals, thank you. Thank you.